First of all, I think the town, you know, I think the town, I think the A's, you know, I think Oakland Raiders, I think the culture, I think, you know, the hyphy movement, Mac Dre. You know, Mac Dre's from Vallejo. Just like
I was born in the town, so I get what you're saying.
But yeah, you know, I just the whole environment. Like I feel like Oakland is a key heart of what Bay Area is. Like it's like you can't take any city out, but like you take Oakland out, the shit just falls. Like
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like you like
it's definitely the heart of the movement.
the heart of it. Like I remember in 06, you know, being in high school and middle school, and the hyphy movement being at its all-time high. Like it was incredible to be from the Bay Area at that time. You couldn't tell us nothing, bro. Like everybody was ghost riding the whip. Everybody was
they put niggas on MTV. It was over. Huh?
Yeah, bro, man. And I remember watching MTV at my cousin's house, and Tell Me When to Go made it to #1 on TRL. And I remember being like, bro, we made it to New York. Like, the hyphy movement made it to New York, bro. Like, we're over there with it. Like, they gonna know what we do out here. And I just loved it, man. So when I think of Oakland, I think of a time where I was young, and it was really cool to be from the Bay Area. Just to be close, you know. Close in proximity to it. I loved it.
And you know, to the people that ain't from the Bay Area, like, you know, do you got any feelings about like the symbolism, like, you know, like what Oakland might mean to people from fucking Thailand or somewhere, like,
you know, I always think,
you know, Al Davis or some shit, or fucking Hell's Angels or something.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I always feel like we get underlooked, the Bay Area. Like, I feel like as California, because California's so big, there's so many different places to go to in California, but I feel like the Bay Area for some reason always gets overlooked. True. In terms of what we have out here. I feel like they kind of just is like, you know, they got San Francisco, and if you're cool enough, you'll go to, you know, Oakland or something like that. But it's like, if you really looked at us and seen like what we bring, like music wise, like you can go all the way back to like R&B. You don't even gotta go hip hop.
You're about to Sly Stone or some
shit. You know what I'm saying? like we had an impact on the Car Wash album. You know what I'm saying? Like Oakland is deep rooted. Like your favorite actor is from Oakland and you don't even know it. Like Tom Hanks is from Oakland.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, like, so I feel like it just has a special piece of heart. And you know, once you come out here, once you witness it, you get to see California as a whole. You don't get to just see, you know, one side.
Yeah, exactly, because a lot of these motherfuckers think that the Bay is LA and all kind of shit.
Yeah, a lot of people think the Bay and LA is like 2 hours away from each other.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, nah, bro, that's like 8 hours, you know,
yeah.
that way, bro.
Yeah, you gotta make that's a day thing right there. You're gonna make a day out of going to LA.
You're gonna make a day going to LA, you know. But I even love what they do out there, you know.
Oh, yeah, they doing that thing.
It's California as a whole. Like they do it a little different, but at the same time we do it just the same. We just different.
Yeah.
We just in more trees and by the water more. But yeah, man, we in the same thing.
Yeah. They got better beaches. We got better weed, right?
I mean, supposedly.
About Oakland, California. I love Oakland. The influence and impact that Oakland has had on the hip hop community and hip hop in general is irreplaceable. You know what I mean? It's the birthplace of a lot of shit. A lot of the slang, a lot of the mentality, a lot of all that these rappers use today. That's all that Oaklandism. You know what I mean? That whole ism come from Oakland. You know. So yeah, you know, birthplace of the Black Panther Party. You know, the free speech movement from UC Berkeley. You know, it's all birthed in Oakland. You know, it produced a lot of legends like, you know, MC Hammer, Rapper Ron, you know what I'm saying, Bad Influence, plus, you know, MC Hammer, Drew Down, you know, Richie Rich, Guapole, Mighty Souls of Mischief, Digital Underground, you know, all the legends of today, living legends of today, like Mr. Fab, Keith the Snake, even Mac Dre was born there. You know what I'm saying, in Oakland. A lot of people in the Bay Area, they get that game and they soak up that game from Oakland. Bay Area, we all got our own swag in all the different areas of the Bay. Don't get it twisted, but if everybody want to keep it lit and keep it and be honest, we soak a lot of game up from the town, and hip hop wouldn't be where it's at today, and if it wasn't for Oakland, California. You know what I mean? Let me put it this way: we all know that hip hop was born in the Bronx, in New York. You know what I mean? But if New York is where hip hop was born, then LA is where hip hop started getting hair on his nuts. And the Bay Area, Oakland, California, is where hip hop started. Getting some pussy, pimping hoes, macking, selling dope, you know what I mean? Pushing P, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. That shit's all Oakland, Bay Area shit, you know what I mean? Slang, all that shit, you know what I mean? And then after that, East Coast, LA, they soaked up game from that and put their twist on it, and that's what turned their styles out a little better, you know what I mean? Oakland's improved everybody's hip hop rap game a lot, you know what I mean? They improve everybody's shit. Oakland is just a vibe all on its own, you know what I mean? And we're all fortunate to be able to experience and witness and soak up game from Bay Area in general. Has just made everybody step their shit up, you know what I mean? The game has soaked a lot up from us, and not enough credit being given, So hip hop and everybody should appreciate Oakland, California, you know what I mean?
Now the city holds that same structure that the town has. I used to go out, used to deliver out in the city a lot, so I'd have to be out there like 3 times, 4 times out of the week. And you really start to see the environment out there. Like I feel like the city is our New York. Like if we had to compare it, one of the two, city would be like our New York. Oakland would probably be like the Bronx or Brooklyn or somewhere like Harlem. But like, it's just as
banks.
Just as
these banks is a trip too. We already know that they ain't really breaking us off no loans. They're gonna give us our reparations. And before anybody even starts talking about the reparations, just realize that we were supposed to get 40 acres and a mule. They gave that shit to the slave owners that betrayed the United States and broke from the Union. You believe that shit? So they literally owe us money. We ain't even talking about redlining, the Homestead Act, or the GI Bills where they just gave people shit but didn't give the black soldiers anything. All the acts that they had to give people money from Europe because their population was dwindling. So they wanted to, surpass us and outnumber us. So they brought all these real immigrants, white folks, over here, and made sure that they were good, to try and surpass us to keep our numbers down. I hate motorcycles sometimes, but yeah, man. So, the shit that you see going on, and then you see people come to this country getting broke off fat lumps in their pocket, then they'll tell you, oh, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And all you motherfuckers got help. That's why we coming for our reparations, because everybody got paid by us. Excuse me, but us. Everybody got broke off. So, yeah, it's just one of them things you're probably going to see in your lifetime. Cut the check.
How have banks targeted housing and businesses in the black community? Well, first of all, they affected us by putting so many loopholes in trying to get a business loan or home loan that it makes it damn near impossible for us to get one. You know what I'm saying? If this is my community and this is where my grandparents and my parents grew up, why should it be hard for me to get a loan to remodel my house or buy another house in the community that I live at? You know what I'm saying? They make it so damn near impossible. They know that the average black family in America only makes so much money, but they set the standard for you to qualify for a loan so high that you can't get it. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, the black community never gets rebuilt never gets remodeled, never gets flipped or fixed up because the banks won't allow the people that live in that community to get the funds to flip that shit. They'd rather say no to you and bring an outside source to come in your community and put some shit in your community that y'all don't even need and prosper off the shit.
True.
While y'all stuck with it. You feel what I'm saying? And I think it just got to do with, control. They want to control who got the wealth. You know what I'm saying? How come I can't be wealthy in my own neighborhood, in my own city where I'm from? I could be wealthy over here and I ain't got to come over there and fuck with y'all or bother y'all. You feel? Just let me get mine over here. You feel? And I think that, that's definitely the way banks is affecting it by making it damn near impossible for black people in our community to get the money that we need to do some shit. Until they make it an even playing field. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be poverty. It's always going to be rich and poor because it ain't an even playing field. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfuckers that got everything and don't want you to have nothing. You know what I'm saying? And the banks play a big part because those motherfuckers that got it all own the banks too. If you got a small bank, say you got a small East Palo Alto bank, and I got $100 million in that motherfucker, guess who basically run that motherfucker? Me. You feel me? I got $100 million in this motherfucker. You putting your little $1,500, $2,000, $2,500 check in this motherfucker every 2 weeks, but I got $100 million already in this motherfucker. Who you think bank tellers is gonna bring champagne to, and who gonna get the glass of water, and who gonna be able to, Mr. Hicks, come sit down over here? Yeah, right. So, yeah, that's definitely it, man. A lot of us hustlers, a lot of us that came up hustling and was balling at one time and had bread, we fucked up by putting our money in shit that didn't mean shit. We was buying Mercedes-Benz and gold and bullshit like that, but that shit don't mean shit now. You know what I'm saying? If I got, back in 1989, if I bought the Eric B. Rakim motherfucking big anchor chain with the 50 diamonds in it, I get a Fed case and go get knocked down for 20 years, come out 20 years later with the same Eric B. and Rakim chain on. Where do you think I can go to sell that at? Who gonna buy that? Who gonna buy a big ass dookie ass Eric B. and Rakim chain in 2021? Yeah, you probably can melt it down, but shit, So we was so busy buying. Yeah, back in 1989, you stack up 50 racks, go buy you the old MC Hammer Beans with the AMG kit on it. In 2021, who the fuck gonna buy that? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to MC Hammer, no disrespect. We just used to call him MC Hammer Benzes back then with the kit and shit on him because he was the first one we seen flipping them like that. But we wasn't taught how to manage wealth and how to manage money growing up, so we think that jewelry and flashy cars is a sign of success. And we not trained to know that you need to buy shit that's gonna gain interest and gain wealth, gain equity, gain worth. And we just spend our money on shit that don't do that. That shit is nice to us. The gold bathtub and the gold chandelier is nice to us, but what if a white man ready to braid you out millions for your shit, but he don't like that gold chandelier and that gold bathtub? You feel me? Everybody ain't flashy like that. And instead of buying stores and property and shit in our neighborhood, we was fucking it off on other shit. And then when we get popped, they confiscate everything, so now we ain't got shit. Some of the smartest dudes in the neighborhoods was the big time drug dealers, but they didn't understand business. They knew how to make money and they knew how to spend money, but they didn't know how to invest money. And a lot of them got knocked down. So when you knock down all the leaders in the neighborhood, we lost. We don't know what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so what is gentrification? Gentrification is when a corporation like a bank undercuts what the value of the real estate property is. This happens a lot in the black community, and it's happened a lot in the Bay Area the last 10, 15 years, or even longer than that. All right, so with that being said, when the bank buys the black house, it's already been undercut. It might be worth $1.5 million, but basically the bank has just priced it at $900,000. So next thing you know, after that black family's home is gone, they start buying up the other homes in the community, and the next thing you know, it's a rich, white, affluent neighborhood, and it's lost that family and it's lost that community, which is really sad.
Yeah, man, it's weird seeing, places were a lot different. You go to them now and it's like a way different environment. And then there's places that were like that now have changed, that were like the more calmer area, but then they push these group of people over there. So now this area's kind of built up a rapport. And then what this was over here is trying to be, quote unquote new. It's just weird. I remember I went to this party out in Oakland, and it was the first time I ever was like, oh snap, like it's a lot of people over here that ain't, that ain't the typical. Like it's meant, and what's cold is they coming off like, yeah, I'm from here, like I live out here. And it's like, oh shit, like you do, for real? Now in this part of Oakland?
Yeah, they only doing that because they ain't inviting nobody that's gonna really be like, hey, you ain't from here.
I remember
transplants.
I remember this white boy got into a little argument with somebody at the party. Word for word, this is what he said. He went, nigga, I'm from Antioch.
Hmm?
I was like, what? What does that mean?
Bruh. The white dude said that to somebody?
Bruh, he said that straight face and all. He said, nigga, I'm from Antioch.
Nobody smacked him?
Nah, I was more like, you know what? Because, like, mind you, he said that and he had, like, a Legend of Zelda shirt on. So it was like, I think he just said that to be, like, hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he said he was trying to give off the, like, I ain't afraid to be out here in Oakland. I'm from Antioch. But it was, like, that Legend of Zelda shirt just, like it kind of just defeated, like, the whole statement, bro. So I was like, all right. You punching him would be like bullying somebody. Like, all right.
Yeah, nowadays, What's happening? I'm pretty sure you guys know, being that y'all from the Bay, or fans of this place we call home, all about gentrification. Matter of fact, this house right here to the right of me, it used to be owned by, I guess, somewhat of a cool dude. But I guess he didn't even, usually what you see is, a family member passes, and then somebody inherits the home, and then they give it to some young kid, and then they go, cash out. In this case, I guess the guy, he didn't even want the place no more. So he sold it to some young kid. As soon as he got a hold of it, he just because it was like a triplex. So he just boosted up the rent, 2-3 racks. Got rid of all the people that originally lived there, kicked them out on the street, and put some new people in there. And each one of them joints had their own little laundry room, right? Now they use one. They got to drop quarters in it because it ain't theirs no more. And he got the rest for storage. Ain't that funny? That's gentrification though, kids. The other one that I really want to see y'all stop doing. Please, for the love of God, quit talking about you going to Atlanta, Texas, and everything else. Because one thing you guys forget is you ain't going to make that Bay Area bread out there. That's one thing that y'all forget. And then the second thing, these people lying to y'all about how much your home is worth. So please quit doing that shit. We are not tethers. We are FBA. We're not fleeing from our home, man. We're going to build these neighborhoods up. That's my word. But, yeah, about gentrification though, yeah, that's one thing that we're gonna have to fight, man, because all these transplants, then they come out here, drive the price up on everything, then they say, oh man, this is expensive, I'm leaving, and your ass done went to Atlanta already, yeah, so please, man, use your head with this. This is a war, and we need a chess strategy, not checker strategy, man. Yeah. You know what the saddest thing about this whole gentrification thing is? When you talking to somebody and they be like, man, that's the house I used to live in right there. That's my old crib. Oh man, we used to be right here. Ooh. That shit's heartbreaking, man. You know? So y'all just keep that in mind when, you know, y'all got a house, y'all got a home in the Bay. And you talking about going back down south and shit. And you know, a lot of y'all don't even know the politics in these places y'all be trying to run to and shit. You just know your grandma live over there or one of your coon ass cousins. You know? And they're telling you it's good over there. Probably ain't. You know, like I said, we are not tethers, we are FBA. We ain't fleeing from nowhere. We gonna fix this shit right here, right now. You know? While we still can, you know? Black people in the Bay, man, I know it be that gentrification be a motherfucker, man. Like, you see your neighborhood now, all these corny motherfuckers live there, you know. But like I said, we ain't going nowhere, and we gonna fix this shit. That's real.